Well, hello there my fine feathered friends, welcome back to the Scott Reed Project. Now today we're going to do a remake of an old video. Now unless you're living under a rock, pheasant season is in full swing. They are absolutely everywhere. Great source of protein, fat free, absolutely beautiful. So what I want to do, I want to revisit an old dish I did a few years ago, which is pheasant with pearl barley. Now I've revamped it a bit, added a few extra ingredients just to lift it up a bit, but this is a stunning dish. The pearl barley goes almost risotto like, and obviously the pheasant, we're going to pot roast it so it's succulent, juicy. It's just absolutely divine. Now it looks like a load of ingredients, and it does, but trust me, this is a very, very simple dish to do. Clears his throat. So what we have in front of us then is, of course, the star of the show, a beautiful, beautiful pheasant. Hey, fantastic. Then moving round, we've got a clove of garlic chopped. I've got half a litre of chicken stock. You can add a bit more. I shall tell you how and why later. I've got about 250 ml of white wine, the finest wine known to man. So a decent glass. And what I've got here is 300 grams of pearl barley, some chives man, just to finish it off. And then the mushroom element, I've got some beautiful fresh portobello mushrooms, and then a plethora of wild mushrooms, which I'm rehydrating. We shall use that absolute gold in the stock. I've got some rapeseed oil. This has got a touch of rosemary in, just to give it a bit more flavour. You know, we're building up flavours. I've got some butter and some onions, and you'll notice the onions, I haven't chopped them too fine. I don't want to lose everything in the pearl barley. So when we're plating up, we want to see mushrooms, we want to see onions and all that jazz. So the first thing we're going to do then is season up old fezzy woo-wah. What a beauty. Plenty of salt and pepper inside and out. Get it in a hot pan, and we want to brown it all over. Right, let's do this. So we have our pheasant, courtesy of my dear friend, the gamekeeper extraordinaire, Coops. So just a little bit of oil on and massage it in. Now you may see a few little bits of feathers left. Really, if you want to pick them off, you can, but trust me, they will just disappear in the heat. Beautiful. Next, we will season this bad boy up. All over, because we're going to roast it, well, brown it all over. Some nice sea salt. Get a bit in the cavity. So obviously if you want to brown this off in your casserole dish, but I just like to keep the flavours clean, so I brown my pheasant first in a separate frying pan, but you can do it all in one of those crazy one pot wonders. So a little bit of oil in, and then some butter. The butter will help brown it. The oil will stop the butter burning, and with it being fantastic British rapeseed oil, it's got a high smoking point, so we can really get a good caramelization on our pheasant. So very simple then. We want to brown this completely all over. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to lay it on one side, and then we will flip, 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 and flip again until it's completely browned off. Look at that. How beautiful does that look? Now, just make sure you take your pheasant out of the fridge about an hour before cooking, and that allows you to get a beautiful crisp skin and a beautiful brown colour. But that is coming along nicely. How good does that look? Right, next then, like I said, in a clean bowl, casserole dish, whatever you want to do. Get it on the hob. Again, nice bit of oil and some beautiful butter. So that is coming up to a frying speed. So I'm going to get my onions in. Now I don't want to add any colour to these, so I'm just going to turn the heat down. I just want to gently sweat these down. I'm going to make you sweat. So just take your time. Nice, as I said before, thickish slices so we can see it all in the finished dish. This is rustic, and that's not an excuse for lame knife skills. It just looks better. So they are looking tip top. So in with my garlic. As you can see, nice and clean, nice clean flavours, and we're also building up that flavour profile. I almost sound like I know what I'm doing. So we just give the garlic a minute or so. Then in with my shrooms, man. I got 200 grams of these beautiful portobello mushrooms. Now, I don't want to cook these down too much. Again, I want them to keep their integrity. So, you know, we don't want them to go to mush, hence why they are left quite thick as well. So we just give those a little bit of a shufty. And then I'm going to add 200 grams of these beautiful rehydrated wild mushrooms. Again, going to keep them whole. And if you're wondering what mushrooms they are, I can't remember. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. So next then, pearls of barley. 300 grams of pearl barley. And we're just going to, again, just warm them through for a minute. Just added a bit more. Let's call it 400 grams. Because I had a little bit left in the pack. That is looking good. So in with the white wine. Turn up the heat. Turn the afterburners on. And we just want to gently stir that until it incorporates all that wine. Just going to give it a seasoning of salt. Crack a bit of pepper in. And then just keep fettling till it's slightly dry. As you can see then, it's starting to take up that wine. So what I'm going to do is just add in some of that beautiful shroom infused water. Just again add in another layer. You just know this is going to be tip top. Then I'm going to take one pheasant. I'm going to put it breast side down in my pot and take our chicken stock and just fill it until it comes halfway up the bird. Give it a bit of a fettle. Then we're going to bring that up to the boil, turn it down to simmering, put a lid on and leave it for an hour to do its thing. Okay then, so after an hour, just an hour, it will look like that. Just have a look at that in there. If I can bring this camera down in there without it steaming up. Come on. I can see clearly now the steam has gone. Right then, so this now is something special. So this has gone risotto-like. Just have a look at it. Look how that, take 6. This has gone risotto-like. Dare I pick some up and put it to the lens? Just have a look at that. Okay then my friends, this has gone risotto-like. I'm going to move it out of the way so I can show you. There's no steam. Just look how creamy that has gone before it steams up. So what we need to do then is get plenty of butter in there. Get that melting, enrich it. And we'll just leave our pheasant while this enriches for a few minutes just to relax. Here we go, bit more steam action. And we'll come back and we'll plate it up. That's damn hot. So while we're waiting for that butter to melt in that lovely pearl barley, we'll just do the honours with this beautiful fez. Just going to gently snap the legs out. Still a bit warm, but I live on the edge. There's one leg. Just simply through the ball joint. Oh, that's hot. 2 leg. I think I'll get that in there and then I can hold it, and then we'll just go down the breastbone. Okay then, let's plate this up. What a cool plate. So, this beautiful pearl barley and mushrooms, wild mushrooms. Those portobello mushrooms, garlic and onions. Just like that. I'm going to put just one pheasant breast on there, like that. And then I'll cut drumstick and a thigh. Now I ain't no chef, but we just give it some of that. Sprinkle a few chives. And if you want to, you could always put a bit of parmesan on. And then I'm just going to put just a little drizzle of cold pressed rapeseed oil. And there you have it. My pheasant with pearl barley. It's beautiful. Okay then my friends, trust me when I say this, you do not need any sauce with this. It is just so unctuous, oh creamy. Oh man, it is just superb. Oh look at it. Stay on there, can you stay on? Focus, focus, look at that. How's that looking? Bit of mushroom. Bit of fezzy, bit of pearl barley. That pearl barley is dreamlike. It's creamy, it's mushroomy. You got the chicken stock. It is just something else. I mean, just look at all those lovely grains that are burst. It's I'm lost for words. It's just beautiful. The perfect mouthful. Just have a look at that. That is all that is left. Look at it. I'm having that. Well, my friends, I've had to stop myself eating that. That is just beautiful, seasonal, comforting winter food. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a culinary hug. You'll eat that and again, you'll want a cigarette and a lie down. It's absolutely superb. Anyway, if you've enjoyed what you've seen here today on the SRP, please click subscribe when my face comes up down here. Also find me on my social media where I get up to all kinds. On my Facebook there's 2 pages. Excuse me a minute, I've got a burp. Scott Rea and the Scott Rea Project, also on my Twitter at the Scott Rea Project, and also on my Instagram at the Scott Rea Project. And if you're loving my work and you want to share some love, please do check out my Patreon page. Gotta put my teeth back in. So until next time, my friends, please try this. I know I say it all the time, you know, there's plenty of pheasants about. If you're involved in a shoot or you know people who shoot or beat, they will be able to get you some. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. It's absolutely beautiful. And hopefully there'll be a few more pheasant videos coming along. You know, I've got a few more ideas. I want to concentrate on trying to cook some dishes with skin pheasant. Obviously it's the easiest way. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled. Stick with the SRP. I'll see you right. Take care, my friends. All the best.